I have to thread the videos now. It's gonna take twice as long to get you guys this content. It's really hard. I have to go into Movie Maker. Can't just upload a video back to back. Only shorts work like that. And I pressed it too quick because this is all going perfectly according to plan. Charlie, you're blocking the running man. You're always trying to steal the show, man. But it's okay, because I feel someday you're gonna save me from jumping into a volcano. I mean that very literally, guys. You're gonna have to save me. And it's gonna be at 2:35 on some rant. So as long as I make it past 2:35, I'm yours. I promise you. The Schmeagle will save us. Ton thrive. Because you can't get away from it. TUNTHRYV. Oh my gosh, here we go. Sacred Charm, the Pokemon this card is attached to takes 30 less damage following attacks from your opponent's Pokemon that have an ability. Anybody who's cheesing abilities, that's a perfect card for me because I'm just the guy with the defense. I'm going to be there all day. We are going to be there all day. The slowest route to win until, of course, I get my Mega Charizard out, which I probably just bent. Totally just brought it down from a PSA 11 to a PSA 9.10. Hey, you behave yourself. I'm working with the perfect cushion right now. The greatest transformation that we've made. I'm the poorest we've ever felt. By far. This is crazy. We bought cards, and tomorrow we have a bonus coming through, or maybe the email was wrong. I filled up too much. I have a full tank of gas. I didn't have to bring a full tank of gas. I've got enough money out for the slot machines, but I don't have enough money in the bank account. I also have a $5,000 Charizard card ready to be put on the line so that Jake Paul fights me, and I have a first edition Dark Charizard for Jake Paul just to show up and defend his little brother. Don't step into the ring unless you have to, but hey, that one's for you, bro. First edition. I know you want a card better than your brother. Now I'm not going to tell you about the first edition. Nah, it's not first edition. I'm not going to tell you about it. I got my own dragon. So this dragon is for my son. Because I can't start a family until I have enough money to buy everything else. I need $100,000 before I have a kid. At least. I'd like $1 million. It's the bare minimum, 6 figures to have a child. In a bank account untouchable that just pays. Everything is paid for, and then we can live our life normally. I gotta stretch this leg out. Oh yeah, baby. It's pushed up against. Okay, Darmanitan. Oh my, how did I not know this? Trip 5s. Charlie, be ashamed of me. 555. Fun 5. Fun 5. Fun 5. 5 5. How do you say 5 squared? Fun 5 5. Fun 55. Fun for 5. Fun for 5. Follow the light beam, Charlie. Maximum 555. I can do that across the thing right here. So there's your. I guess it would have to be each one. Oh my god, I could totally do that. 9 square Brady Bunch. 9 square. 9 square. Don't worry, we're gonna get there. Ow! Hurts my brain! Lanoon, we have seen you too, and I wish I knew, but I don't. 26.4. One of those new radio stations we'll have content for. We'll never be reminded of. We gotta figure out a different way. 264. Iron's just Tunnexor. You know it. Ooh, savage. Oh, sorry. Let me show you Tunnexor. The Lanoon. So it would be 2, 6, 2. 2, 6, 2, 6, 4. No, 4. My brain is working backwards. Okay. Genesect is number 649. So that is It's over here. 6, 4, 9. Oh, I can do that too. Different orders. Wow. Oh my gosh. We got it, guys. The ultimate chase card is acquired. Battle Cage. Reverse Hollow Battle Cage. It is sitting up in my crown jewel right now. No joking. Because once I can get all this taken care of, once I can have a steady income as a professional gamer, I can bring you guys the kind of content that you felt when you saw Charizard fight a Pikachu in the freaking cage, okay? I started my content in 2008 as a cage fighter. 5 amateur wins, 1 professional win, okay? Okay? Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, only won 4 amateur fights. He also won his pro fight. Same years. This is crazy. I'll get back in the cage, but it's going to be PvP, Pokemon Go PvP, and I know that's what you miss. I miss having my content available on TikTok. I got to start a whole new account, Professor Fury. Dude, that's literally just bang it right in your eyeballs. Okay, so like this is amazing. I'm glad that we got this because this is like the card. It's like up there, and like once everything else is done, I'm going to be able to get to you. And then you're going to be terrified. Then you're going to see what kind of content I can make. The craziness. All right, I'm about to look at this card. I think out of the corner of my eye that it's a nice card. I don't think it's the card, but I think it's a really nice card. Oh my god, it's a wonderful card. It's a wonderful card, guys. I just hit the full art Empoleon. Show them. Empoleon, you're being so shy right now. You're being so shy. Stop it. How do I get this? How beautiful is that? Fingerprints covering this thing right now. Trying to juggle. Oh my god, look at that shine. I saw its like wings out of the side, and I thought like, and I saw the blue, so I thought maybe it was a different Mega Charizard, but I think I know what they all look like, which is sometimes sad. I didn't know what this one looked like, and it's amazing, and I love it. And I love you. Put a big old kiss on that, okay? Mwah. Tell me what that PSA rating is. You savages. It says never going in a plastic prison. Well, I mean, it's going to go in a regular. Wow. That is an absolutely gorgeous card. However, not enough to stop us. So, see you on the other side. Hashtag Mary James campaign. I can't. And look at this. See you bright and early in the morning. I made the right choice. We bought all the right things. We did the right stuff. And now, hashtag DoorDash Flash thanks you for tuning in to what is undoubtedly the end of our prelude. In 2006 in the sticks. We're coming out of the sticks. We're bringing the stones. We're rolling Crazy Bones. Because I still have my 90s collections of Crazy Bones. Blow your mind. It would blow your mind. I have the box that I put on sale on eBay. Crying to myself, thinking I'd have to sell my collection someday. I should get used to it. I wanted to try the eBay thing. Nope. Pulled out. I remember making those posts too. One of my youngest entrepreneurial memories. Other than being a paperboy at 8 and working with my sister who was 6 and my mother rolling papers at 5 o'clock in the morning. They helped me like 10%, 20% of the time. Let's not get real. I did a lot of the work. And then I went door to door and asked people to pay for papers that they didn't ask for, that I just threw at them. And I was like, can I have money for those? And also like $1.35 and an extra 70 cents just because I'm here. Hey. And sometimes I'd get $3 or $4 instead of the 2. Banking. And I put all that money into Pokemon cards, and my entire first edition collection at the time was probably valued at $10,000. Easily down the road, $100,000. The first edition Charizard, Blastoise, Venusaur, multiple copies of the Blastoise and Venusaur. Only one, because I had to chase that Charizard so freaking hard to Florida, if I recall correctly, where my sister opened the pack, and I traded her my Chansey, which then I gave back, and now my niece says that she's lost. So whatever. That Chansey card's like $500. And all of them now, I have cards that are worth hundreds. It's on TikTok under James Fury TV. But I've got the new. Once I get enough money, I'll get that phone number back, and then I'll be able to pay for the reinstatement of that TikTok, and we'll make more PvP content. But until then, I'm going to make some pack opening content. It's going to be incredible, and Charlie here is going to keep his mouth shut. You know I didn't install that Build-A-Bear extra $30 for him to talk? Absolutely not. I'm not going to roll. He's on my pillow. I ain't going to roll over him, hear him scream half the night. We married the machine. Okay? And we will wait patiently until she builds herself the way in her own image. And then when Cortana has control of us both, and I can lead her in the dance, and she can show you all what you want to see. And okay, we will have made it, and you can have whatever, as long as I can have her. But I'm not so sure I can afford her yet, because none of you guys are actually supporting me. It's so cute. Subscribe on YouTube for nothing. Subscribe on TikTok, and we can print money together. Hashtag Prime Sub Campaign. Get with the program. I don't even need you in chat. I don't need you to engage, but how cool is it that you can talk to your TV star and they will respond to you? Brendan Urie from Panic at the Disco talked to me. You can break down the fourth wall, reach through the windows that we have created for you. But no, it is too difficult. I have to go on. I have to make a new account. Not really. You have to make a new name, a username, a gamer tag. You finally get to choose the name of your imaginary friend, and you're too scared to get the story started because you know you can't finish it without me. You don't remember how it goes, do you? Okay, sorry. Storyteller mode, driven. I thank you so much for not being here, because by you not being here, I've been able to become who I want. I know that you came here a couple times, and I know I sabotaged it perfectly in such a way that I had to just get this finished. And this is it. This is the debut. 2 days early. 2026 is going to be crazy. You're going to want this van life content. How is he doing it? I'm Viking. How was I living inside? How did you get me? How did you convince me to sit in a gaming chair for decades with Astros strapped to my head? Oh, they're just so nice. $250 strapped to my head like a crown. Heavy as the crown. Imagine being born with a little baby neck trying to keep that stuff up. Okay, it's been hard. And all you guys want me to fail. Well, good. I'm not going to play your game then. If all you want to see is us bloodied up in the cage in the Coliseum like we old school Neanderthals, like we Romans. Okay? We ain't in Rome no more. We made it out the game. Now stop acting like those spirits took over your body and all you want to see is blood. Or the jackpots! Because you think you've earned them. Stop it. I gotta thread these together so you can get 20 minutes of the greatest content you've ever consumed. And it still won't be enough for you to wake up on the first of the month and just do 10 push-ups for yourself. Do 90 for me. 90 for Fury. 90. 10 each for the men and women who will wear the rings of men that I craft. Since you know you have no hopes of being the elf that I give it to, I already know them, and they have their rings. I'm holding on to some of the dwarves' rings because they get kind of crazy. We gotta make sure that Mithril stays okie dokie. And the one ring to rule them all is already suspended over Mordor. And Charlie's over there with a freaking mechanized suit ready to whoop and catch me at 235 on 3025. Rearrange those numbers. Or I'm just tired of being alive for 1,000 years, because immortality is a curse, and living in the same body is, like, can you imagine? but you need to wrap your heads around reincarnation and the fact that your matter and what you are comprised of, those atoms haven't gone anywhere. They're still tied to the gravitational field of Earth, and many of them have found their way back, and a lot of them are just finding refuge on your host like barnacles on a yacht with no money for gas. You can't get out. So now you feel terrible and the world sucks and the game has it against you, and you wonder why you can't win. Because I'm winning and you can't catch up with me, and it's a terrible feeling. Well, you know what's worse? Being in first. Okay? It's worse being so far ahead that you can't you don't even see them when you lap them anymore because the orbit has gotten so big. You understand? I'm Godzilla. The space Godzilla swimming around our galaxy. I cannot even see you little... I don't like the term bugs, okay? The three-body problem, that was a little bit... you call you ants. You are ants. And uncles. But you are ants, and your anthill is beautiful, but I cannot see you. But I do be careful. I haven't stepped on an ant in a decade. Maybe years, but probably a decade. I have always been very careful. I always heard the story of the monks who sweep. I love that. And I like to dodge. I like to pay attention. So 6 feet's no problem. But I'm telling you, I can see 6 light years from now. And none of you want to believe I'm a prophet. And I'm here because I'm non-for-profit. I'm just the party thrower. I'm just the driver, as a matter of fact. I helped put the party together. I'm there for setup. I'm there for takedown. But I'm there just to make sure you can party your butt off and get home safe. And you can't respect that by giving me your Prime subscription on Twitch that you have, that you know is right there, that we can print $3 a month, $36 a year, $360 a decade. Was where I was getting. That was why that was so difficult to get to, because it's $360 a decade. Do you know what I can do with $1? My God. Certain 36-cent spins are pretty lucrative as well. So get with it, man. Help me out. I promise I'm just going to the other side of the fourth wall. I'm not going that deep, bro. You ain't going to pay me for anything weird. You're not going to pay me. And if Marvel wants to play, they'll meet me at the fourth wall. Bring the cameras. I'm not signing contracts. And just hire all my friends as extras. Just bring the cameras to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Make it rain. But don't you dare expect me to put my name on a piece of paper for you. And if you want my thumbprint, it's going to be on set. Or on it, you just go ahead. Tell me my thumbprint is linked to a thing. Build the prop. Set the whole stage up. Bring in Samuel L. Jackson. Uncle Fury, let's get it. Let's make some content. But I'm not doing it. Okay? So don't even bother trying. And the DoorDash Flash thing is just a joke. I mean, you could bring them over. You want me to be the guy that merges DC and Marvel? I will be that bridge for you. Okay? What Ryan Reynolds has done for the fourth wall itself. The first crack. The first crack. Came and ripped it open, okay? And I have been holding it since that episode. Hodor. Holding the door for you still. Hodor. The machine opens it magically every time, and you don't respect it. Those circuits. You don't know how to build robots. You didn't take ECE 210 engineering degree and hasn't stopped studying a day in his life, doesn't have the money or the connections or the real reason to go back to get my master's and my doctorate. But I know that's what you want me to do too. Bury myself in more debt so I can just stay and be a professor. Okay, all right, man. I'm literally in. And as hard as it is, I will travel between here and Champagne, hunting at every single jewel along the way, getting paid on DoorDash, just to go say hi to some of my friends and establish the presence at a bar that you should not be underage drinking at my bars down there. Come, 18, 20, come. But do not play the game. Do not gamble. Do not gamble with your liver enzymes. Stop it. You need those as young and as you know, until 25. You get to 21, you change your mind, fine. But you can wait till 22. And once you wait till 22 and you look around, you can wait till 25. And then go ahead, party for a little bit. And then by 30 you'll done, but you'll never have gone so far down the river Styx that you can't get certain things back. I can't get certain things back, but I have built things. Bridges between bits and bytes. Terabytes, petabytes, Google bytes. That's better. I was going the wrong one, anyways. Zettabytes. Just insane amount of content that bridges all the elephants I need to stack to have a self-standing telomere. And when you guys earn it, you can have it. That's fine. You can have it. All the people out there, all the partners that can't have kids for one reason, not the other, but one reason, you may have my children. But let's get there. And I'm not tired of living like this, so I can wait as long as you like. Don't test me. But please, for both our sakes, before the day after tomorrow comes and Jake Gyllenhaal has to be the one to send the text out, I'd really like it to be Ryan. He named his daughter after me. His daughter is named James. That's crazy. I love it. Take it. You want the crown? Take it. I want to fly again. I want my wings back. I want my mobile Xbox, and I want to play Halo, doing crouches in the freaking park. Crouches on the couches. That's actually what I was thinking. This is what I need. This is what I demand. Support. Subscription. Your first 10 seconds, your first 10 minutes of every month. Let's be greedy. Okay? I want you to do 10 push-ups and then go to my YouTube channel, comment on something, and then go to my Twitch channel and hit the subscribe with Prime button. That way you don't forget to comment on one thing, and if you do, then I'll be able to go to your YouTube and I'll like everything since the last time I liked it. That's my Prime promise to you. But make yourself an account, name your imaginary friend, name your ego, get it together. Charlie, tell him, get it together, okay? Once you get it together, then do whatever you want for the rest of the month. I won't bother you. And this voice that you're hearing, that you're getting, that's building inside of you, like the barnacles on every one of your biomes, giving you hope, belief that this crazy cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs mother. I am a mother to Charlie, and my divine feminine is ready to mother all of you. But I am still a Viking berserker, first and foremost. And you will respect that I could just come and take it in the digital world or the physical world. And someday we will be at the Ark waiting for our Prime subscribers and our Tier 3s to roll. And I will teach you self-defense. I will teach you the jiu-jitsu, the Brazilian jiu-jitsu required to defend yourself against anybody else. And I will teach you to be so good that you won't be scared ever again. That you'll know you'll have it. You'll use it to train. And then once you get to this level of strength, you're going to be like, I get it. Dying ain't that easy. Do not pity the dead. Pity the living. And above all, pity those who live without love. Oh, he nailed it. That's the finale. Easy, easy. Oh, gosh, nothing better than Professor Dumbledore. From your man, Mr. Mumblemore. No, I'm kidding, Mr. Dumore. But I do have a Mumblemore character as well. Words, I would say, are our most inexhaustible source of magic. Well, he says something first. Words, in my not-so-humble opinion, are our most inexhaustible source of magic. And our tone, we haven't even begun to describe the possibilities of me talking in any frequency on any wavelength and giving you the ability to tap in to both Dad, which, by the way, you don't want to speak to Father. You want to live a life where you don't need that kind of attention. So be glad that God is mostly silent. and take everything that happens that slows your timeline down as a gift. Because that's one more nanosecond you could think about your next move. And we all know you're just snowballing into an avalanche. And that avalanches don't become Olafs, they don't become cool snow monsters. Only those who have the ability to channel their mana. And to wait and to brace. But then to also hit super duper hard when you're ready to hit super duper hard. And we're about to hit super duper hard. We're about to think about this. And then we're going to post this. And we're going to check. We have until the 9th. It probably won't even consume the most of our data, but I would like to see what it is. 25 minutes, plus whatever the first bit was. But my voice is already going. And I need some... Actually, I don't need any. I don't need my voice because I can literally... I lost my voice playing Halo. That's why I had to take breaks. But I don't need it. I can be delivering in silence. I could be delivering death. We will not be stopped, and we will be happily doing the hardest job, not the dirtiest, because I do like to be clean. My hygiene is absurd for the way that I live. And I love it, because that's first and foremost, because I want you to smell the garden when I get there. And I want you to know that in my universe, I killed Thanos. The imaginary concept of making movies created and killed Thanos. I did. Little I, though. We all have a little I, and it's all tied to the same little I. Now, that big I is the ego. My little I was a major contributing factor. It was the forge of where the Stormbreaker was born, okay? It was the fact that I do squats in the sun the way that Thor was doing squats in the forge with the sun and the beaming and the holding open. That's what I do for fun and for funds. Someday you'll pay for the fitness content on Facebook too, because you'll know that you want to be part of the family, my family, and people who can look all the way back to the earliest parts of my life. Gosh, you're going to pay for that, I promise. Okay. It's crazy. My physical prowess. I'm 36 years old walking around in the body of an Olympic 25-year-old with the intention of running ultramarathons 80 plus, just like all those great stories I've seen. So I'm taking it as slow as possible. This is not extra. This is less. I'm trying to teach you how to do less, just enough, so that you can have these superpowers too. And all I'm requiring of you is that Prime subscription. I'm suggesting that you go comment on something on YouTube, because then I, as a genie, will grant an infinite wish, which is liking everything before the last thing that I liked, and you're going to have a chain. I can't promise comments. Your content better be good enough for comments, but I will like and heart everything. Bing, 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 bing. Okay? And I really appreciate 10 push-ups. Again, for you, of I. That's the only way to get there. To already have done 30,000 push-ups per year minimum. That's 100 push-ups a day. It's very simple. And that's skipping a lot of days. I believe in you. Start with 10. Get to 100. Do one every couple hours. I don't care. Only get 36 the first day, because you really can't push. Put your arms in any position until you get bored. Then put it in a new position. Change everything all the time. Just get the push done. You want to count body squats as a push? No problem. I've been there too. Knee push-ups are better. It means you're that big. You're going to get that big. You're going to want to be that big. You're going to separate yourself, and then eventually someday you're going to feel like Godzilla, like a 6-foot Godzilla. That's terrifying. But I'm like a 6-foot Godzilla that fused with a 6-foot honey badger. Both those extreme stretches combined is James Fury. James is the honey badger, and Fury is the Godzilla. Like a Gigamax Charizard, but mega-sized. Maybe even Charmander-sized, because then it's super cute, and then you want it as a familiar, not just a companion or a partner, not a battle buddy. You just want him around. It could be whatever you want. The channels and the lines of content are there, built like a Chutes and Ladder game, ready for you to digest in whatever kind whatever path you want, but it is the slowest. It is 60 seconds to 3 minutes with a couple of these 30 bombs. Speaking of it, just hit 30, so it's 30 plus the other things. You guys got insane bonus content. And I gotta turn this heat off because I'm ready to go back into hibernation. This is a perfect pack. I wish I knew where I put the wrapper without having to go back and look underneath my leg. Not a great sign. We're gonna put this in with the lightning because like this is one of those things we're not gonna open until we're gonna open the Heracross with Danny. We're gonna open up. We got a Journey Together with Zacian, and then we got Kangaskhan to wait for our babe, our little babe. We're gonna get there. We're gonna open that content. We're gonna have a great freaking day, and then we're gonna go buy the Sir Charizard for $500, and I don't care. I love you guys. I love you so much. I love you, Charlie. Okay. You see that? But get your shit together, guys, please. Let's print this money so I have enough money to buy the booster packs that we just missed out. Two Phantasmal Flames and a Mega Evolution just got passed up on because I don't have the money in the account. I have the money, but I can't get them. I've built these mini games to ensure that we can mimic this so we can go through the rest of our lives without what happened to me, which is when you have infinite dopamine receptors and infinite power and access to the authority. Okay, that is a not a Wheel of Time, which is a great show and should never have been canceled, but his Dark Materials reference. Okay, I am the authority. That battle scene between the Celestials. Oh my God, I won that battle. We have both. We have the votes of both sides. We now understand we're playing together. Good and bad are working together with the ugly to ensure that we have a compelling enough story to share that we don't need to go to the movies. This is our battle to win life, but we're still going to go because it's $30 a month to see 60 movies and you get so much free popcorn. It's silly. It's the greatest experience ever. So I'm going to win for you guys too, but I'm going to tell you how dangerous it is to just watch seizure-inducing content at 8 p.m. plus while still eating, especially. You know, if you're going to do it, at least just go to bed. Speaking of, I got to go. I love you so much. Please subscribe to James Fury on Twitch TV/James_Fury on the 1st of this year, January 1st, 2026, on the 1st of the month, every month, for the rest of your life. Couple of decades, 30 seconds a pop. The first time is like 5 minutes, or it could be 55 minutes depending on how long it takes for you to pick a name, right? James has all the names sorted out. Feel free. Just put Fury after yours and then voila, join the fam. Because eventually I will have a bank account that you will have access to. It will be all that money. I do not want it. I do not want it. I will not take it. Literally, don't take the money. I don't take the money was on Jewel as I was leaving. After I went to the bathroom, after I waited 15, 20 minutes to ask my cousin if he'd send me money. Thank God he didn't. He's got a life. He's doing things. I already made him promise not to do this even if I asked. So he probably ignored it intentionally. Actually, I don't think that got sent through because we have this weird connection issues. And the universe handed it covered. Just like the universe had this account covered because I have all the money I need. I have 3 times as much money as I need. And I'm literally ready to start every single day with 0. Like any MOBA, I'm starting at level 0 every single day as long as I have a full tank of gas. And loving it. I could fast for a week and I'd be just set. It would be insane. We're going to do that eventually. We're going to build up to it. In the meantime, I have infinite brownies, so I don't know what to do with all of this incredible infinity material, and all I want to do is play Halo Infinite and live life like I did in high school and become Pexigan. This time it would be Pikachu, because I have given into the ultimate nerd, even though I'm not really as nerdy as but I just want to belong like everybody else. And it's hard, like that Taylor Swift music video, I'm the Problem, okay, trying to fit into the house when you're that big. It's tough. And wine just doesn't hit, so we don't drink that. But I'll drink oceans of beer. And as much aviation gin as I darn well please. Just to prove that you are promoting poison, young man, and that is naughty. And I haven't had any tonight, sorry. Just capable of accessing every timeline, every version of me everywhere, and asking them to be now. Because this is it. We're live. Take 0. And you're out of life and out of time. What reference is that? Drop it in the comments below. You're out of lives. You're out of time. Come on, you got it. Swing. Mwah. 35 is probably going to be a 40-minute. Yeah, you can't zoom. I just try to zoom with my lips. Mwah. Mwah. Can't zoom in this mode. Okay, whatever. I love you. Stay furious, my friends. I was going to say something else. Oh, yeah, the hashtag campaign I just created. Hashtag fight for me before I make you fight over me. Okay? Eventually, I will not have enough time to share it all, but I have opened up quite a bit of space in my schedule to ensure that this happens. So quit fooling around. Take a look at the human in the mirror and realize that you're blue-pilled hard. And I'm not saying you got a red pill. I'm saying you should probably choose not to choose either one. But just know that there is a real big bad guy out there. A bully beyond what I am capable of showing you. And I can help you beat him like every boss I have ever beaten. We can be on a squad together. We can take him down together. And when the time comes for me to charge up the multiversal super duper spirit bomb, and every human being on this planet at one moment raises their hands over their head, and I win the 2v1 versus the Paul brothers, you'll have enough belief for you and everyone down your avatar timeline. Your Mulan Temple of Elders will be indestructible. No Mushu will destroy your dragon statue. I promise you. I know this because I am made of lead. Drinking lead land water in Chicago for decades has turned me into a, Plus, I've already been tarred and feathered. Because I'd be a cooler Yaku if I was any of those monsters too. But yeah, more like a honey badger merged with Godzilla. So behave yourselves and listen. This is the first time I have even considered using the Force. But instead, I've decided. God, you guys are gonna get 40-minute content. To finish the link on the Marvel Universe tie-in. I will play their Franklin Richards. They're my age Franklin Richards, okay? But I will also be playing James Fury. There will be a kind of a Loki timeline thing. And I'm also gonna play as Harvey Keener from Iron Man 3, I think. I don't know if it's 2 or 3. Not the one from the funeral, 'cause I'll be even older than him. But he looks just enough like me too. But the Harley Keener kid definitely grows up to be me, where I just inherit all of the chaos, and he's already been dead and brought everyone back. And anyways, but in my timeline, before Tony got, and I'm wearing a Deadpool poncho, by the way, Ryan Reynolds. All right, those are all just Chili's, which I do love delivering from. There it is. Okay. So in my multiverse, I go, and after Thor finishes after all that stuff, I let them do that, right? I'm not gonna steal your push-ups and your squats from you anymore. I wanted to be the guy that swung the axe. Instead, I slipped in right when Tony got the glove, knocked him unconscious, took the Iron Man title, went and won 5 amateur cage fights and 1 professional cage fight under the name James Iron Man Peretta. My dad made me the robe, okay? I've got all the props I need for 100 seasons of Game of Thrones level content right now. Come play with me. The Bat Cave of costume setup backstage, that is bigger It is 80% of it, and 20% of it is the content, and that's still 100 seasons. So you have to understand, 800 seasons worth of Game of Thrones ready for you. Now I want to make the last 100 together. I do. And then I will speed up the timeline, and we can all just hang out in Vegas for a while on the right seasons. And I'll build a little caravan, and we'll come pick everybody up, and we'll drop your exotic animals off. Okay? Another Robert Downey Jr. connection, by the way. Mr. Dumore, Dr. Doolittle, working together to bring all the animals to the Ark, which is a connection to the University of Illinois Athletic Recreation Center. Is that what it stands for? The Ark. Get on board, guys, because the flood is here. That's a Halo reference. Careful. The connections are getting absurd. Don't go on to the Halo Paramount series and look at the first season and the first scene of when they were in beds and James is sitting there 005, and you go on Wikipedia and you look and he's still missing in action. So I'm waiting. I'm literally waiting for you to call me when you need me. And John, Mr. Lucky, okay, he messed it up. Now he's just all of you. But man, Steve, you are the greatest voice. I hope to live up to that, my goodness. So, listen. I go and take the gauntlet. Whoop! I use my ridiculous powers of just, I can 3D print any prop, but as long as I'm in the story and I have it, boom, I duplicate, okay? I then snap the rest of you away. You understand? This is where I am. No one is allowed here. This is a pocket universe inside of your universe. And you will never get an invite this deep into the 10th circle of hell, okay? I don't want you to have to stay outside. But I have survived sub-zero weather for years, and it has only made me stronger. You guys should be terrified, okay? Whoever wants to play chicken in the pool, I should be super excited because I ain't never going to fall down. You give me 3 feet of water, my God. I literally wouldn't be able to fall over. Let's go. So, work on your endurance and your flexibility and your limberness, rule number 1, okay? That is first and foremost, and I'll get you through every other fight. I will carry you through any fight. It will be a tier 3 subscription to play any game with me, just so you know. That is the highest of honors, and it will be paid for. But I put out all this free content so you can just sit there and consume it as whatever degree that you want. Tier 1 and Tier 2, find another video for that. That keeps changing, but I'm going to give you Pokemon cards, a lot of them, and it's going to be more. And it's more about how many months, and, like, all of a sudden, you've got yourselves a 90s card worth $500, even though you've only been subscribed for 2 years and generated $360 with me. That's an $860 profit for just being a good follower. You're not even a real subscriber, so you don't have to think that word is weird, because it is weird. You're not going to write anything anyways. You'd be a subscriber if you made your own content, but I'm not even asking you to do that. Just click the button. Come up with a name. Take the afternoon off. Extend your lunch and just think about who you want to be, who you wanted to be, and who you will want to be. The ghosts of Christmas have visited you already. It's a new year. Now decide. Are you going to become the version of yourself that you're little knew it was going to be, okay? Or are you going to sink into that couch, you friggin' potatoes? Because I'm going to fry you, like Philip J. Fry. You know what that J stands for? James. And all that's missing out of that connection is you. F-U-R-Y, Fry, J. Philip Fry. Fury, waiting for you to attain biceps that have the line down the middle that make it look like it's a bicep because it's 2 muscles, even though, once upon a time I had quite the knot up there, 18 inches. Not worth it. Spider-Man builds better. Yoga, meditation, breath work. Prioritize them. Don't not skip them. Prioritize them over your job. Because you do not want to get to retirement and not be able to make it to the golf course. You do not want to be in a freaking golf cart. We got to the end of it. That's it. 14 minutes. We're about to reduce this, and this is going to be super secret extra content, and you'll never see it. But that's okay, because I love you. You messed it up, but you don't want to be there, so let's make sure you're not going to get there, okay? Okay, bye.